If you scare easily, this video might not be for you, because today we will be discussing some of the creepiest urban legends of San Juan. Puerto Rico. San Juan is a beautiful city with a lot of history. But did you know that there are many scary stories that take place here? San Juan's haunted mansions and cemeteries are sure to give you serious chills. So if you dare, join us as we count down the top 6 creepiest places in San Juan. Number 6. Castillo San Juan del Moro. Castillo San Juan del Moro was built in the 16th century and served as a fort and a prison. It is now a museum open to the public. However, many people believe that the castle is haunted by the spirits of those who suffered and died there. One of the most famous ghosts is that of a young girl named Lucia, who is said to wander the halls at night. Visitors have reported hearing the sound of children's footsteps and laughter, as well as seeing the apparition of a little girl in a Victorian nightgown. Some believe that the castle is also haunted by the soldiers who died defending it from attack. Every now and then, workers and visitors alike have reported seeing the ghost of a soldier in period uniform standing guard over the ramparts. The apparition is said to be so realistic that many people have been frightened by it. Number 5. Casablanca. Casablanca is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Old San Juan. It is a beautiful colonial mansion that is now a museum. However, many people don't realize that the house is also said to be haunted. One of the ghosts that is said to reside here is that of a former owner, Don Carlos Matia. He died in the house in 1980 and is said to haunt the second floor. Visitors and staff have reported hearing the sound of footsteps and music coming from the second floor, even though there is no one up there. Some have even reported seeing the ghost of Don Carlos himself walking the halls. Number 4. La Fortaleza, the governor's mansion. La Fortaleza is the oldest mansion in San Juan, and it is still the official residence of the governor of Puerto Rico. However, it is also said to be one of the most haunted places in the city. The mansion was built in 1521 and has been the scene of many historical events. It is said that the spirits of those who have died here linger on, including that of a former governor who was assassinated. Many people have reported seeing as ghosts wandering the halls of the mansion. Others have reported hearing the sound of gunshots and screams in the middle of the night. Number 3. El Convento Hotel. This stunning boutique hotel is set in a former monastery, giving it such a unique vibe. It is one of the most elegant hotels in San Juan and a popular spot for honeymoon. However, many people don't realize that the hotel is also said to be haunted. One of the ghosts that is said to reside here is that of a former nun who died in the monastery. She is said to appear as a translucent figure walking the halls at night. Some have even reported hearing the sound of chains dragging metal moans coming from her room. Number 2. Cementerio Santa Maria Magdalena de Pasis. This is the oldest cemetery in San Juan and it is still in use today. However, many people don't realize that it is also one of the most haunted places in the city. The cemetery is said to be the resting place of over 250,000 souls, and many of those buried here are said to be restless. One of the most famous ghosts that is said to haunt this cemetery is that of a woman named Maria. She died in the early 1900s and is said to appear as a white figure walking among the graves at night. Some have even reported seeing the full apparition of Maria, complete with a Victorian nightgown and a shawl. Number 1. Old San Juan streets. Old San Juan is one of the most picturesque neighborhoods in the city. With its colorful colonial buildings and cobblestone streets, it is a popular spot for tourists. However, many people don't realize that the streets are also home to many ghosts. There are said to be at least 3 ghosts that haunt the streets of Old San Juan. One of the most famous is that of a man named Jose, who is said to be the ghost of a former resident. He died in the early 1900s and is said to haunt the corner of 2 streets. Some have even reported seeing the full apparition of Jose, complete with a bowler hat and a cane. Others have heard the sound of his footsteps echoing down the empty streets. Urban legends and ghost stories make San Juan's vibrant history even more captivating. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, exploring these sites offers a unique perspective on the city's rich past. Now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below which place from our list would you love to visit and why. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Additionally, feel free to share any creepy experiences you've had in San Juan or any other city. Your stories might just be the inspiration for our next video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more captivating content.